All right, ready to go here. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. And the home opener is underway.
Nope.
Kirby, in his fourth year, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And that one is lifted in the air. Arozarena on his way in. Takes it in for the out. Here's Byron Buxton. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Lifted in the air, right center field. Canzone on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
The designated hitter,
Here's Yordan Alvarez. That one ripped. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Late with the swing there. That missed by a lot, and the count is 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Loperfido towards the line. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. First pitch, and he just misses. Loperfido on the move. Takes it in for the out. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Check swing, no appeal. Ball 1. That clicks the corner. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a strikeout. All set for the start of the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jose Altuve.
0-1.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the two others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. Here's Riley Green.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
In the air, left field. Arozarena gets under it. 2 away now. And here comes Carlos Correa. Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
In the dirt, blocked. That one fouled off.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. That ends. We head to the bottom of the second. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners. Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor.
Foul ball there. Rips one to right. And there's one away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
A sliding stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Just
that's
missed.
inside.
Foul ball. Next pitch is outside. No score here in the second. And foul ball. That's inside.
Oh, that's in.
Yeah, that one is inside, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Did he go?
Swing. Appeal down to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Man on second, 2 down. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And to count 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Just off the inside edge. And ball 4 to aboard.
Ball 4.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Randy Arozarena. Oh. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Runner around third. In to score from first. And they lead by 2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Elly De La Cruz in the box now. Takes strike one.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Here's the tag, and he's out. And that'll keep more runs. Back in Seattle, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. That to right, Penzone settles underneath it, and a quick out, number one. Now it's the right fielder, Joey Loperfido. And a foul ball. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Toss to Naylor. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. That's off the inside corner. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. Hey!
Inside, ball 1.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. 1-2 now. That's to third. Correa over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
For the Mariners,
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line drive, Adam in center field. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Astros, Byron Buxton.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ball, that's off the
And
plate.
as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Alvarez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Late swing, foul to the left. The Astros trailing by 2, top half of inning number 4. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Hit in the air out to center field. And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. This one in the air center field. Buxton should have this one. And there's one down. Now at the plate,
Up
Junior
next for the
Caminero.
Mariners, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Ball 1.
Check swing. No appeal. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Aye.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the changeup and it was successful. Canzone in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball in.
Caminero off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball.
In the dirt. In the air, right field. Loperfido under it. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Riley Green. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Canzone has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And a 2-1 ball game now. So up next, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And now Joey Loperfido.
Off the plate, ball 1.
No strikes.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Here's a 1-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss. He struck him
The
out.
batter,
And
number
that's
2,
4 strikeouts.
Gunnar
Big spot, and up
Henderson.
steps Gunnar Henderson.
Well, don't
Inside
count.
ball.
Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back at T-Mobile
Leading
Park,
up for
and
the
stepping in for the
Mariners,
Mariners,
the left
Randy
fielder,
Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Loperfido under it, and there's one down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, that's inside.
There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's a
Now
double.
for Houston.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Bennett Sousa.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Too high. Ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Takes it in for the out. To second with the throw in, no chance to get back. It's a double play. Back in Seattle, and stepping in for the Astros, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on.
Well, these Astros, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield.
Buxton on the run. Puts in for a strike. Man, safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Ball.
The Stros with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Just misses with that one. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the eighth pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes again. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Now pitching for the
Gabe
Mariners.
Spire taking over on the mound.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So,
oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. He leaves the yard to right. Now Correa up to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Nice grab. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to the left.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. Line drive, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 2. In the dirt. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. The 1-0.
Aye.
Paredes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez on his way over, reaching for it, and brings it. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1.
Ball 2. Yeah.
Now
Ball
one miss.
3.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Here's Josh Naylor.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Line drive, base hit. Buxton returns it to the infield. Rudder stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. Here's a big pass.
Now
Junior
pitching for the
coming out.
Astros,
So they turn to their closer,
71,
Josh Hader.
Josh
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
To the right side. They get 1. Goes to second. Safe there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luke Raley digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. So now a pinch hitter, Rob Refsnyder. Big spot for him here.
Refsnyder.
Breaking ball, and that
Hey,
got
that ball
him.
got him.
So bases all loaded up. Dominic Panzone up next for the Mariners. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Victor Robles. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. To third. Base hit, 1 run in already. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. The
Out on
Mariners
the tag.
take the lead. To third, tag, got him. Here's the left fielder. Andy Rosarena. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Angel De Los Santos.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Nope. That's inside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. He's already homered in this game. Breaking ball
That's
inside. And that's ball 1.
Aye. Inside, ball 2.
Just
Inside, ball
missed.
3.
love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Base hit into the outfield. In to score from third. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Rodriguez up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. On the ground to third. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for the Astros, Joe.
Pinch hitting for
Here
the
comes the
Astros,
pinch hitter for the
number
Astros,
11,
Cam Smith.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Slings to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Gunnar Henderson up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Up the middle, De La Cruz throws to first.
He's out.
And 2 away to start the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Byron Buxton, 1 for 3.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 61, Yeltsin.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
That was straight queso right there.
And a foul ball. Zulueta, 28 years old. And they traded for him earlier this year. Out to short. In plenty of time to first. Bottom of the 7th. And stepping in for the Mariners. Leo Rivas. Now fly ball to right center. Buxton settles under this one. 1 away. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green on the move to the gap. And there's 2 down. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh.
Now pitching for Houston, number 60, Brandon Walter.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that one hammered. Carrying well. And it is out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. Caminero stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. We go to the 8th. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away. Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Stays alive. 0-2 now. Got him swinging. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Right back to him on the mound. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Riley Green now at the plate.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. Bottom of the 8th. In now is the Mariners DH. Rob
Now pitching
Refsnyder.
for Houston, number 69, A.J. Kluber.
The
Pitching
Mariners
for the
going with a
Mariners,
pinch hitter.
number 3,
J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
Line drive and foul ball.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. He circles the bases. Here's Victor Robles. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball out to left field. Green settles under it, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now the 0-1. Base hit center field. And that's a 1-out single.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Takes it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Over to first. Rodriguez. Back at T-Mobile Park. We go to the 9th. Here's Carlos Correa. Liner snagged at first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Up next to
Now
the
only 1
the
out
catcher,
remaining.
Yainer
2 down,
Diaz.
bases empty. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Ground ball right side. Rivas sends it to first. That finishes the evening's action. And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.